I shot HP5 at 12,800 ISO through these two cameras. In my last video, I kept saying that I was shooting this film at 128,000. It's actually 12,800. I'll probably do 128,000 in the future just to make up for that. But yeah, 12,800 is still 5 stops, which is just insane to push a film to. Anyway, let's see how we did. To get the best possible image, I loaded up some HP5 into my RZ67. Lucky I was going to a film photographer's breakfast this day, so I was able to take some nice shots of my fellow film enthusiasts. I developed the same way I developed in my last video, 135 minutes at about 22 degrees Celsius with 15-minute inversions in Xtol diluted down to 1:5. Of course, shooting at daytime, it was a little bit overcast, but one good thing about the Mamiya lenses is you can stop them right down, all the way down to 45 on some of the lenses, which is perfect for my situation. This particular photo was shot at f/45. So the subject, the background, and all the way to bloody France is in focus, of course. Now, the astute among you may realise that there is a giant light leak on a lot of these photos, and that is because I recently acquired the terribly overpriced 6x6 back for my RZ67 for a wicked deal. But it turns out the guy tried to scam me and sent me a 6x6 film cartridge inside of a 645 back. So a bit of work with the Dremel and I sorted it out. But the foam has deteriorated on the back, which is a common problem for these things. I'll fix that for a later video. This photo is a great example of the tonal fall-off that we face when using this technique. In this photo, I used it to my advantage by using a double exposure and getting some really contrasty looks with this sheet music. So I wanted to look at the other extreme of this little experiment. So I went ahead and loaded up some HP5 into my Olympus Pen F. This is a half-frame SLR camera, meaning you fit double the amount of frames on a roll of 35mm film than a regular 35mm camera. This of course results in increased grain size as the negative we're working off is a lot smaller. I took some photos in a dimly lit bar. As you can see, it actually did work. This film is, well, it's pretty cooked, but it's still usable. Now, would I use this in a real world application? I mean, sure, there's a lot of contrast, really deep contrast on these photos, and it has a very unique look. It almost looks like these photos were taken with one of those old vintage wooden cameras. I can definitely think of some situations in which I would use this again. Again, thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in this sort of content, please subscribe and comment down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.